Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, March 29th. I hope this finds everyone doing well. It is cloudy and rainy and going to, I think they're calling for stormy weather over the weekend where I am in the Midwest. I'm not sure exactly when. Mostly tomorrow, I think. Not quite sure. But I heard I was channeled. That's my boy. That's my girl. A passed over loved one sees you, recognizes your hard work, sees the changes that you've made in your life. Even if others don't that are living, they do. And they want to let you know that they recognize all the hard work that you're doing. They love you. They see it. That prompted me to do an ancestral healing spread. So let's do the Hoodoo Tarot, and we are going to do a 6-card ancestral healing spread. The first card is, how is my relationship with my ancestral lineage? So, how is your relationship with your ancestral lineage? Spirit, how is collective's relationship with their ancestral lineage? How is collective's relationship with their ancestral lineage? Four of baskets. Wow. I want to read this because I don't know why this would be, or how is your relationship with your ancestral lineage. This is the Four of Baskets. Let's see. The Four of Baskets. Oh, this is about the law of attraction. Positive revitalization, introspection at the end of stagnation. A young woman is being offered just one more basket after rudely rejecting the other three. The NG cufflinks belong to Neville Goddard, 1905 to 1972. Someone could be born in 1972, or you could have a passed over loved one that died in 1972, who was one of the most important and influential New Thought voices of the 20th century. The New Thought movement emphasized the power of positive thinking and the ability of the mind to manifest whatever the seeker desired, also referred to as law of attraction. Neville claimed that his teacher was a turbaned black man named Abdullah, who tutored him in scripture, number, mysticism, Kabbalah, and Hebrew. New Thought philosophy was incorporated into many Black American spiritual churches. So, maybe there is something that one of your ancestors is offering you that you aren't paying attention to. This is about law of attraction, the power of positive thinking. It's about meditation, introspection, and coming to the end of a period of stagnation. So if you feel like you haven't been connecting with your ancestors, that could be coming to an end. All right. And the second card, how does this relationship affect my life? How does this relationship affect my life, Spirit? The free man. That's a mausoleum. It reminds me of it. That is a mausoleum in a cemetery. I love to walk in cemeteries. The Freemasons, that reminds me. Let's see what the free man is about. That's a 0. A Fool. And you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. How does this relationship affect my life? A man is walking away from the tomb of Joshua John Ward of Georgetown County, South Carolina. Ward was the largest American slaveholder, dubbed the king of the rice planters. This man is carrying a mason jar filled with dirt. Who is this young man? Did he know Ward personally? Why did he risk being persecuted for trespassing or witchcraft? Does he have a purpose at all? Or is the man just plain crazy? Freedom, is it a state of mind or a state of being? Or is it both? The free man doesn't think about it any more than a fish contemplates water. The free man isn't deep because of depth, by definition, prohibits unrestricted movement upon the surface. The free man was probably deep prior to the outset of his journey into the unknown, the unfathomable, and unpredictable, or he wouldn't have had the wisdom to know the concept of safety as an illusion anyway. The free man has seen that many people get beaten by life, or in fact had no life at all, because they were afraid to take a few risks. He has known many people to say one day regarding their dreams, and heard way too few todays. He has conversed with talented acquaintances that felt more comfortable dwelling on abstraction and distractions than investing in their potential. The free man is tired of being so deep, so calculated, so restricted, so dead. The free man card is 0, because 0 is a natural number, since most people normally don't start counting with 0. Likewise, the free man doesn't count in situations that demand subservience to conventional wisdom or the status quo. The free man is on a whole nother level because he genuinely feels that common sense is for common people. He doesn't think he's better than anyone. He has just accepted that new grass doesn't grow as lusciously on a beaten path. The free man is differently foolish to most people who encounter him because he appears to be reckless and immature. But such assessments are only relevant when gain or loss is the focus. The free man doesn't exist in the space where those thoughts flourish. He is more interested in the attainment of wisdom by following his passions and what he knows to be true, whatever that may ultimately lead. The free man has what every great root worker has always had, the courage to follow their calling despite the possible dire consequences, and an unshakable faith that made that courage possible. So how does it affect your life? You have an unshakable faith and a courage to follow your calling despite any consequences. Don't forget that. 3. What can I do to heal my ancestral wounds? What can I do to heal my ancestral wounds, Spirit? What can I do to heal my ancestral wounds? What can I do to heal my ancestral wounds? You're at a crossroads here. A man stands in the middle of a crossroads with 2 knives stuck in the ground at the entrance of each pathway. Crossroads are considered powerful places where the physical and spiritual world meet. Believe in yourself again. Your empowered thinking remove obstacles, your escape from bondage, being acquitted, being more productive, a much needed release, ceasing to be your own worst enemy. This is about liberating yourself from the victim mentality, finding renewed hope and a way out of a predicament. That's how you can heal your ancestral wounds. What will this healing look like, Spirit? What will this healing look like? Okay. Dr. Buzzard. Okay, let's see here. And this, what does this healing look like? What does your ancestral healing look like? And I will execute great vengeance upon them with furious rebukes, and they shall know that I am the Lord when I shall lay my vengeance upon them. Ezekiel 25:17. Dr. Buzzard is standing in front of a courthouse laughing joyously after winning a case of a client. Behind him is Lady Justice wearing a Congo witch doctor mask similar to one Dr. Buzzard's father would have worn in Africa. This symbolized domination and being a law unto itself instead of the sword. Lady Justice is holding a bouquet of galangal, the common name for chewing John root, because she now works for Dr. Buzzard, and that is his weapon. He is showing you a piece of the root. In the other hand, in which Lady Justice usually holds the scales, there is nothing. because his way is the only option. Instead, the scales were put to better use collecting Dr. Buzzard's cigarette ashes. Stephen Robinson, 1860 to 1947, a.k.a. Dr. Buzzard, was a famous root worker from St. Helena Island, South Carolina. His specialty was chewing the root. In court, a practice designed to protect criminal defendants from guilty verdicts or harsh sentences. This practice brought Robinson in conflict with J.E. McTeer, sheriff of Beaumont County. McTeer attempted to charge Robinson with practicing medicine without a license, but failed when his primary witness went into convulsions on the witness stand. McTeer's subsequent attempts to convict Robinson failed. Dr. Buzzard attracted clients both locally and from around the country until his death in the early 1940s. According to legend, Dr. Robinson's father was a witch doctor who had been brought directly to St. Helena from West Africa. Robinson was said to have wielded enormous spiritual power and was sought after by Southerners of all racial and socio-economic backgrounds. Meaning justice, like everything else, is a social construct that is defined by those in power. To the majority of Americans, justice is equated with courts, law enforcement, politicians, or maybe even karma. This is not the case for root workers, as historically, when Black Americans have sought justice, all they find are just us, as the old saying goes. So if someone had a problem, they sought out a root worker to help solve the problem. While usually root workers believe in God or some other higher power, they do not consider revenge or genuinely offensive action to be a bad thing. That's if they consider good or bad at all, since such dualities didn't traditionally exist in African or indigenous cultures in quite the same way as European societies. Therefore, it is not considered immoral to root someone who hurt you or someone you love. There is no sentient creature on this earth that will sacrifice life, food, or the well-being of themselves and their families without a vicious fight. Nor are there any who will voluntarily suffer so that the offender or hunter does not. There is no negative karma for the bull goring the matador. The root worker understands this. Fifth card out is, how can I remain grounded? How can I remain grounded? Spirit, how can the collective remain grounded? How can collective remain grounded? Top card. Father of baskets sits on a boat displaying an abundance of a fish on a string and a basket full of blue crabs. His boat is decorated with tiny mirrors and silver, either worn on one's person or attached to boats, were believed to bring good luck to fishermen. The father of baskets represents the archetype of the nurturing father and provider. On the positive side, he is generous, diplomatic, tolerant, reliable, resourceful, and honest. On the negative, he's emotional, manipulative. So how can you remain grounded while you heal? You need to keep your protection up. You need to remain generous, honest, resourceful, diplomatic, nurturing, and be a provider. And your 6th card is, how can I honor my ancestors moving forward? How can we honor our ancestors moving forward? Okay. 4 coins. So how can you honor your ancestors moving forward? The man uses a dowsing rod to search for gold. He is using pine crosses, goose feathers, and brimstone as charms to aid him. It was common for whites to utilize the aid of root workers to find buried treasures. This is about financial security, material gains, sound investments, inheritance, careful budgeting, living within your means, conservatism, and saving for a rainy day. So how you can honor your ancestors is living within your means, saving for a rainy day, conservatism, having a careful budget, sound investments. That's how you can honor them. Now, thank you for those messages from that spirit. Is there anything else that our ancestors would like to say? I feel like there's a few cards from this. There's a message that the spirit wanted to say with these. So I thought we'd get a few cards. And I'd see what story they told me. Give it a little. I bet a few more, Spirit. You have any other messages? Okay, let's look at these. That was weird. Oh, okay. Somebody is using some escaping techniques. I don't know if this is you or someone that's trying to not think about you. Avoiding, blocking, pushing thoughts away of you. So they're using some escaping techniques. I don't know, maybe some overindulgence or indulgence in things they shouldn't. Possibly because they're thinking about the ecstasy, the chasing, the thrills, the excitement, and good times, the old days. They want new beginnings. They want to try again in a new direction. They want to start over because they're really missing you. They desire you. They crave you. You're really on their mind, really thinking about you. But they have some decisions to make. They are also conflicted. They run hot and cold. So beware of the person that comes with a love offer. If they run hot and cold, be careful, they're not the one for you. Anyway, I hope you found messages here. If you did, this is Stevie's Tarot. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. Peace.